I think there's one more race today.
There
Look,
is.
yeah. It's being set up, so that's where our attention turns.
Game has good music. Could be like an undiscovered gem of an indie game.
One of the things that finally got me to play Undertale, the boss track for Asgore. I guess it's just called Asgore.
It is called Bergen Drücken.
No, that's the intro.
Oh, whatever. I don't think it's called Asgore, is it?
I don't remember. But I heard it and I was like, whoa, it is just called Asgore.
Yeah, it's just called Asgore.
But
it's not complete without the intro. I mean, it's like Bone Trussle without the intro.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because people were like very strange about that game. They would speak about that game as if it was like the second coming.
Yeah,
Just like, all video games are garbage. This thing is, it's transcendent. It's
you can't get that kind of thing like get to you. You can't believe anything, and then it's fine.
Yeah, so but those weirdos kept me away from it, and then that music brought me in.
Or even worse, like, oh, now I have these high expectations.
Yeah.
This game better like turn into a 4-dimensional shooter or something. Not gonna do that.
And then I played it and I loved it. It was wonderful. Became one of my favorite games, and it's the kind of game where I'm like, I see why people get weird about this.
Maybe not as weird as they're getting.
I try not to hold it against people because basically they've experienced a piece of art that has moved them and energized them, and they're just like young for the most part, I think, and they just like don't know what to do with this feeling that's inside them, and it manifests in this adoration that is can be a little strong.
It's like identity. They're not quite sure what to make of that and their identity, and then it becomes the identity. We have a game. We have racers. Let's start with the racers. Econ Ringadon
versus Ringadon.
We saw this Ringadon avatar. I don't think I've seen this Econ avatar. It's a dog.
You're right.
With
it's
glasses.
their third time in the tournament, but this looks new to me.
Maybe it's gonna be a spoiler. Maybe the existence of Econ in this round is a spoiler, but we just forget by then. I know I will. I'm very bad when it comes to this kind of thing.
Econ and Rikri, I think, joined Mystery Tournament together. I think they know each other. The Econ has put in their card here that they are better at games than Rikri. It's a statement. I mean, they're pretty good. They got 1 win in their, and then came back and got 5 wins in Mystery Tournament 18 to go all the way up to 9th, just outside top 8.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct. I think that's not a single win in 17 and then 6 wins in 18.
Oh, maybe that's how that went. I always forget, because I saw someone got like 129th. And I thought, oh, that must be a 129 entrant tournament where they went 0-2.
It uses the highest.
Maybe it was like a 192 or something size tournament.
Yeah, no, it uses the highest one, because otherwise you wouldn't get 9th, you would get 10th or 12th or something.
Yeah.
Let's see what they played. Maybe a spoiler, like I said, just forget about it. Oh no, it's not. Econ played in Jelly Boy too. I didn't see that. Guess I wasn't there.
You're a little blob guy. And you platform around. It's a platformer.
Is it the one where you got like a punch where like a fist comes out of your belly? You pink?
That's the original Jelly Boy. Jelly Boy 2 is a lot more straightforward.
Good. I didn't like that game.
Everything unique about Jelly Boy is gone.
Good.
For better and not for worse.
And Maxwell playing Subsonic, but not as fast as Ringadon did. I harped enough about Subsonic today.
That was a thing that happened.
We have a game, and I'm excited. This game is gonna take, according to the previous race of this, exactly 15 minutes. Short race.
A sprint. That
Yep.
happens sometimes.
I mean, we'll see. I'm kind of hoping it's not gonna take that long, because that's my time.
I bet Econ could do it. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah?
Econ go unreasonably fast on occasion.
Well, bring it on then. We'll see. Once I crop this. Okay. Here we go. The game's called Nyan Nyan Connect. We're gonna connect this cat.
I remember this getting very tricky at the end.
Don't. Easy game.
I think you were like neck and neck with your opponent until some of the later stages, and you just sort of kept going, and they got hung up.
Oh, we are moving fast. I like that. Oh, except Ringadon. Ringadon stopped having a game.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's the opposite of moving fast. Game
So
crash.
we'll see if that gets resolved. There's like some, I remember thinking this when I watched it, that there's some, how does it handle overlap? It's like the most recently touched one goes on top. Econ was very briefly waiting after hearing that there was a, and the moderator said, no, keep going. It's not your problem.
So, pretty obvious in this game we are moving these like level pieces around. The one that your cat is in will also move the cat. And in this level, for example, we have to just change the order. The door goes on the left.
Yeah. Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Game now crashing on startup. This game is over! I hope everyone had a great time.
Watching Kickle Cubicle. Now, it was interesting that it was the Japanese name, right?
Yeah.
Jiwo.
It means like Maze Island. I know Jima from Rockin' famous island.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's interesting that we played the arcade version for the first time. That's the first time I saw that one. So that was a cool race.
The levels were the same, even though it had like a... We were like, are there more rows on screen? Are they bigger? But they were the same.
I feel like the base level was bigger. Like the levels were like adapted for the NES version, I think. I was thinking that...
We should look at the screenshots.
Yeah. I was thinking that throughout the whole... Because there was that one maze level where you go... We were drawing the lines where the actual walls are.
The diagonal lines, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just a really tall level.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you think about it, the NES, what's the resolution? 240-ish in vertical, and if a tile is 16 pixels, that's 14.
256 by 224.
Oh, 24. Well, maybe if you... Yeah, I think if you include the overscan, then it's 2... Well, if you exclude the overscan, it's 224. So that's 14. Was it more than 14? I feel like it was. 14 isn't that much.
Despite that race having just gone by, I can't really picture. It's already gone from my head.
Yeah, so...
I guess I'm thinking about the next race.
Oh, yeah.
Econ versus Ringadon.
Yeah, I don't think... We've seen Ringadon, but I don't think that we've seen Econ's avatar.
I think this is new. I think they might have got something drawn up.
Hmm.
Maybe did it themselves even.
Oh, looking at
Had
this
a
win
couple
rate, it seems like in 17 they went without a single win, but then 6 wins, almost top 8 in 18. That's crazy.
Yeah, all the way to 9th, just outside top 8.
And on
A
the other
tough opponent for Ringadon.
Ringadon did get their win in MT18, and I think this is a winner's 1 win. Like, this is like advanced. We have a hard time already figuring out how many wins they had in total, but I think to get 65th with 1 win, it needs to be a winner's win and not a loser's win, because with a loser's win, you gain less places. because there's more matches in the bottom, the back half of the bracket, as we called it in 18.
That sounds right. And also got to win early.
Oh yeah, the Wizards 2 match got a win against Maxale 540 in Subsonic. I think I harped enough about that game today. And then Econ won against Herbs in Jelly Boy 2. Is that the game? Okay, we can stop, I think.
We just genuinely fell into it. That's the rhythm. We keep the rhythm. That's how we keep this thing going.
There is kind of like a checklist, right? There's the song, the introduction, we talk about some random stuff, then the player cards come in, we talk about those, we talk about the matches, I talk about how hard I have to work to get the game set up. Oh, they're blind to this? No way.
Ooh. Well, we'll have a lot of experience to draw from.
Oh, this is like I feel like if we had to pick a game that the mystery community as a whole was good at speedrunning, it would be this one. If it wasn't Adventure
Yeah.
Ball, maybe Adventure Ball. It's not Adventure Ball. Imagine.
I don't know what I would. I mean, I guess maybe you could do an Adventure Ball as a history tournament goal if you cut it off early enough.
Yeah, like beat 6 or something. The funny thing about Adventure Ball is really just how brutal high the difficulty curve gets all of a sudden. Okay, we got some guesses. We got Streemerz, Lawnmowers, Streemerz, and Soko Ball. I'm gonna have to take a
know
look
what
at
that
Soko
is.
Ball. I think it's a genre game. Princess
Oh, fun.
Remedy,
I thought this
Ultraman Ball.
was-
Some good guesses.
I thought this was genuinely Castlevania music I was listening to, but it's not. It's Bloodstained.
Oh, that's the new one, right?
Yeah.
The Kickstarter game. Look at all these farmers running the race. It's been a while since we've had people farming SRL races.
How did how did I do?
In this
I
game?
know I was not quite as fast as GFN.
Oh, on the speedrun.com leaderboards?
We did a race, the two of us.
Oh.
We watched a match, and then we had a delay. And we were like, what are we going to do to fill the time? And one of the topics we were talking about was, does it matter having seen the race? Like, obviously, if it's a puzzle game, right, that's going to matter.
Yeah.
But like, if it's all execution, does seeing it actually help you when you go in there to do it yourself? And we both agreed, yeah, it helped a lot.
Yeah. Even just seeing a game helps more than you expect it to. You go, oh, well, I've seen him, like, you jump, obviously you jump, but there's just so many nuances that you will pick up just from seeing a game. I've been watching Jeff Gerstmann play a lot of NES games, and I feel like at some point I will not be able to blind race a single NES game. Because, like, he plays them properly. He plays them for, like, half an hour, usually, like, each. And he's pretty
Yeah.
good at them, so he does get far. But I feel like I got spoiled on so many NES games at this point.
I couldn't find my race of this game. And maybe we didn't actually race it on SRL. But I thought, oh, it would be better to actually go to my page. I've raced so few things. I'll just go to my personal. And then, no, it's not there. It's a shame. I thought it was around 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Blind. Pretty. I mean, like half blind as we just talked about, but that's pretty good.
Yeah. It felt pretty good. Another game that could be a sprint. But I think could just as easily.
Yeah. This game could be
just
30 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's the kind of thing where you need a certain fusion, and if you're already at that level, then you'll just make your way through the levels. You'll die a couple times, maybe here and there. But if you're not at that level, it's not easy to build up the skill level. Like you just kind of gotta throw a lot of attempts at it until you finally get the thing.
I found my blind time 35 minutes.
Wow.
Tough game. Oh, I know why. There was one part that just really killed me a lot. Basically the very last obstacle in the game. Probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Alright, let's have a look. It's the legendary mystery blind racing game Streemerz for the NES. I'm gonna
You're
recrop
playing
this.
time attack mode, not Streemerz mode.
Yeah, we do have kind of two versions of this game.
Yeah. I also, not only had I watched the race, we had ArcBliss on commentary, who was pointing out, like, here are some things that will help you, and here's the speedrun route, and here's how you can skip this level, and I don't know if this was submitted again this year by ArcBliss, or if it's
If that's just the
it's in the
assumption.
pool. Yeah.
If we see Streemerz, maybe I didn't even copy it. Maybe I just, like, without thinking, entered ArcBliss as the submitter for the layout.
For anyone who doesn't know, ArcBliss, resident mystery tournament regular, has the world record in this game.
Not even close. Like, there's no question he's the best player in the world in this game.
Yeah.
Any day of the week.
But we don't need to be the best player in the world. We just need to be the best player in this race. Who is it going to be? Are their screens cropped a little bit?
I just
Can you
recropped it.
grapple off the top. Oh, okay, there it is. Pretty close. No, Ringadon, too close to that angry-looking ball.
Yeah, don't touch Master... What's his name? M? Master M's balls?
I forget.
It's like a cutscene in the game.
Okay, Econ's getting used to this, like, right next to the wall, hit the grapple, and it basically becomes a jump button.
Yeah, you do not have a jump button. Oh, Econ making it through this. This is not an easy room. It's like little Z shape.
This room is teaching you to do a kind of, like, just because you're not done moving upwards doesn't mean you can throw out the grapple again, right? Like, just 1, 2, 3, 4. Played it a little more careful. You can do that, and it does work out.
I'm surprised how fast Econ made it through the room that Ringadon is on right now. It's like the first real test in this go.
I mean, the screen transition really kind of monkey. Wow, wow, wow. Well, you can't just keep doing that. Wow.
I don't think you can grapple onto the ball, so I think you can keep doing that.
I mean, like, but it's hard. You have to time it right so that you don't. I mean, the wall does stop you from moving into the side of it, but if you're even a little bit earlier.
Econ is moving. Oh, here's an interesting room. There's like a glitch in this room where you can enter the next door. You press up at the right time.
So Ringadon in that tricky room actually pretty quick. Did not lose time in that room. It was all the earlier one. Econ was pretty confident to hit the button and start moving right away. Deadly clown. Ringadon's like, wait a minute. What am I supposed to do about this guy? Oh no.
Ah, Ringadon is caught up. In checkpoint at least.
Oh, nice move from Econ. There's the checkpoint.
Oh, just barely. Nice job. Right is the wrong way to go. You want to go up.
Okay.
The arrows tell you. Always
This
point left.
ball is moving pretty fast by the time it hits the ground. Like there's like 2 frames where it's at your height.
Yeah. You definitely want to go below. Also, like once you make it to that platform, that's when you can just press up to enter some invisible door. It's really weird. It's like a glitch. Oh,
Oh, this has got to set off alarms that like this is challenge area.
yeah, we're going back down.
Oh, checkpoint for Ringadon. Please hit the checkpoint. Okay.
Here. If you just press up like here or something, you just enter the door. It's really weird.
Well, there's the door for Econ, the old-fashioned way. Ringadon, I think got the harder part, sneaking under the ball. Maybe not.
Right, you cannot grapple the red walls. Also, one thing that's important about this game, you don't want to mash the button. You want it, you like want to have it held longer than you have it released.
Econ picked that up kind of scarily quickly, being able to just go along. What was the plan there with the clown?
It's trying to like hit the ceiling.
Yeah, back up and hit the wall.
You can just hold left and grapple and it will catch the corner of the next platform, but you do have to know that. It's really not obvious from looking at it.
Anyway, moving along the ceiling and sticking to it so cleanly was very impressive.
Also, so a good streamer's time is already done with the game at this point. That's how crazy optimized this game is.
Oh, Ringadon's trying to go under at the top. That's not gonna work.
Oh yeah, Lupin pointing out that it's the second Action 52 remake project game.
True. Oh, I
Racing.
like this from Econ. Look at that.
Ah,
Very clean.
you do have to hit the ceiling very efficiently in order to make that. Huh? Oh, gets the like the early one, just from the ledge.
Oh, and here's the level where you can skip the right side of the room.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that. 'Cause
I don't know.
It's kind of tricky to set up. You need to grapple off the left side there, above the ball. Like here, this block.
Econ showed a lot of creativity. Okay. Yeah. Sees the right side. Sees the checkpoint.
It's doing a good job with these jumps, which aren't really jumps. It's an unusual thing to do, so it's impressive to see how well he's been adapting to this movement style.
Ringadon is past the ball. Let's see how they do with the ceiling here. Yeah, I think hitting the button too fast. And then too slow. Oh, and Econ is through.
Econ is moving. Oh,
Oh,
get
the
the
checkpoint. Please get the checkpoint. Oh, no.
Checkpoint?
I mean, in Econ's mind, that checkpoint got hit, or it doesn't exist. One of the two.
Yeah, probably didn't see it. But it's gonna see it now. Oh, it's like hidden in the pillar.
Hmm.
Arcus in chat. wants to commentate. Can't. Capitalism is calling. In this room, optimally, I think you don't even grapple left.
Oh, Ringadon just accidentally grappled back down to the floor. Okay, it's back up.
It's in this pretty tough room where you gotta jump over this too wide gap. This is not trivial. Oh yeah, also, while
There we go.
these clowns throw pie, which would be a good thing, it's actually humble pie, so can't get hit by this. Wrong mashing rhythm.
Yeah, Econ is so confident in their ability to move along the ceiling that they just went for it. Just go over this clown.
You can do that, but like I said, you gotta hold more than you release in order to do that in this game.
Alright, there we go. Waiting for the clown. Gets the checkpoint. Must be wondering why is the left side of the room here, and yes indeed, you do need to use it to get to the ceiling. Let's see what Ringadon's solution is. Looks like also using the right side. Those weird blocks are, that's rude to put that down there, because it's like, what is that? Can I touch that? Am I safe? It's another area down for Econ.
Yep, and we have a new ability, I guess, which are these rings. And you just go through them, so it's like a little grappling point.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Ringadon will have an easier time with these because he's got ring in the name?
We're gonna have to hope that's the case if we want to see a close race.
Yeah, Ringadon falling behind here on this hard room. I was surprised how well Econ did this. In this room you can also skip the right side.
Yeah. It looked like Econ turned around and eyed it a little bit and was like,
Yeah, I was ready for it. The flame is gonna come.
Flame jet.
Okay.
Okay.
Notices it in time. This is an interesting section where you gotta jump over the pie.
Yeah. We've seen Econ on that that little staircase room walk right up to the next step and hit the button to effectively jump up to the stairs. So, yeah, is aware you can just jump. Nice. Oh, Ringadon, look at that. Let's bring it home, huh?
I wasn't looking.
Oh my god, you have to do this too? What a rude checkpoint.
Just jump? Yeah, like you can see what happens. It's a straight jump up, so you got all the time in the world to like do it again. Something we saw Ringadon do in Subsonic. Oh no! Right, new block. This one breaks after you grapple and you release. That's important.
So we're seeing Econ have a bit of trouble with a sort of falling grapple, right? Like on the way down, hit it. And that's going to be an important skill to develop for a room coming up.
Oy. I'm so ready for the room. Pretty soon, right?
Very soon.
How come you know this game more than I do at this point? I played this game pretty hardcore for like a week.
Oh, for a whole week, wow.
That's how long the event went.
When you commentate a speedrun, when you actually have knowledge about it, you tend to sort of break it into like highlights, and that room is a highlight.
Well, yeah, but also no need to rush. We're gonna spend a long time on that room. This room is tricky. grappling these destructible blocks and still landing on top of one, it's not trivial. Like getting under this wall here. This one, that's not easy. You gotta like grapple in a way that you hit this ceiling and slide along and not go up the ceiling.
Ringadon's got a second chance at getting this checkpoint and tried to go right over from the ground.
Ah man, Ringadon eating humble pie after making this room already. Econ grappling too early. If you grab this block too early, you're gonna just go up the wall, and you don't want that. You want to grab it like low, so that you jump like this under the wall. Because then you can keep grappling and end up on this one, I think. Or maybe the next one. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Through to the next room, there's the checkpoint. Man, I'm just thinking about what an incredibly valuable observation it was that Econ made in the room that Ringadon is on. That you can just walk up to the next step and hit the button and the grapple's gonna collide with the thing right in front of you and give you the jump.
But Ringadon saw that on this, like he did that the first step. I don't know why the plan was changed. Yeah, see, look at that. Why don't we just do that again?
I don't know.
Here it is. The fire room.
Yeah.
It's called that because there's fire, and the fire isn't the problem.
It's this fall.
Yeah. This is like 2 pixel perfect or something, a frame perfect. You also have to move right.
Your character just has a deceptive amount of acceleration due to gravity. So once you really get falling, you're falling as fast as your grapple is extending, so it just never gets closer to the ceiling.
But it's looking pretty good already.
Yep, I think would get better results if they let themselves grapple the left wall as low as possible without touching that one orb.
Ringadon is trying to get on top of this block. It won't work. This is...
Oh
my god.
That was like
but
third try?
No! Dice to the bouncing ball on the next one. It's the bane of everyone who speedruns this.
Classic. I don't think Econ even realizes that, like, what an opportunity just got, you know, squandered.
We'll just do it again! Oh, never mind.
On the very next try. So we're seeing that thing of like these rooms require a certain amount of skill, and if you don't have it, you're not really gonna build the skill necessary in the race. Like, you needed to be playing platformers for, you know, another couple of years or whatever.
Oh. I have the rhythm down.
So it's just gonna require more attempts before your best comes out and is good enough.
There we go.
Up.
Alright, hit it like when it's just falling down, I guess. No, that was too late anyway. Also, interestingly...
If I remember right, I died to the ball once.
Interestingly, was holding left. I don't think you need to hold left at all there. Because you will keep moving in the air.
I think Econ's plan was to Super Mario run over the gap.
So. He did throw a grapple out, it was just too short.
Oh, I didn't see it at all. Not a single frame. Okay, here's Ringadon is obsessed with this left block.
I mean, you can use this block to like get enough height to also grapple left and then the ceiling and skip this right part of the room. But we're not gonna see that. It just needs to do the neutral jump. Oh, that was beautiful. Is this... Okay, has this room figured out, just not the next one.
We've seen Ringadon go right next to the step and hit the button and get a jump. But they're choosing to do other things with it. Oh?
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Repeatable.
Oh my
It's
god,
repeatable.
why the left input?
It is scared of the ball. The ball looks like it
What, but-
goes into the next tile.
But how's the left input gonna help?
You go around the ball.
The ball... No. Obviously a square. It's an NES game, everything's squares.
I'm not saying they're right, I'm just saying I get it. Oh. Econ
Econ?
nailing that ceiling.
Oh, too late? Oh my god, that was so close. Too late!
Late.
No! Oh, the first one was so close, the second one was too close. The screen isn't square. The screen is made up of squares. Oh, Ringadon is through.
Econ's consistency at the first room is so good.
Yeah, I could not do this room as well as Econ is doing it right now, I think.
Yeah.
If you just gave me the controller right now, I would look more of a fool than Econ. Yeah, look at that! Beautiful.
We're getting like multiple times in a row.
Kind of close.
One more, I think, for the
That
checkpoint.
one was really good.
Oh, at the bottom. The bottom's no problem.
Yeah, the bottom's like child's play. We've done this 7 times already. Then you got a checkpoint. Who cares about this one? Oh, there's like an
Another
arrow.
checkpoint for Ringadon.
Oh, this room is hard. There's like a really fast thread where you can like overtake the clown, and I could never do it. It's not part of my route.
The safe one works well for Econ.
Oh, don't go down. We've seen a lot of racers previously go down. I remember that. That's not the right way. Oh, here's another hard room. If you don't know the trick. This part is relatively easy. You go up here, you go into a new room and immediately drop down again. Like it's like... And then this jump. I think that's gonna be issues.
Hmm.
Because it turns out you can just hold right. It's free. But if you don't know about it, it's not at all free.
Had a number of finishes. 4 now.
Yeah. All these farmers make the racers all, like, nervous.
Yep. Completely skew the player's idea of how well they're doing.
Yeah, Econ is doing well.
Very well.
Ringadon is at the rings, but it's like time to catch up. It's got the rings in the name.
You were so brave and volunteered your 35-minute blind time.
It's safe, don't worry.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Just
We're at 20 minutes.
I'm feigning confidence. I remember like I said, the very last jump of the game gave me so many issues. And like you can do it in the way that seems intuitive, but it's really hard. There's like everything else apparently in this game, there's like a trick to it. And unless Econ figures that one out, I'm still feeling pretty good about my time.
Ringadon's having trouble with the rings. The name doesn't help. It doesn't help at all. Who would have thought? Okay, can Econ get the finish here?
But this isn't trivial. You gotta time your grapples well. Also, you can't stand directly at the wall. The wall is gonna eat your grapple. Oh, beautiful.
It's not over yet.
This room has like a god cycle that you can hit. Right, don't miss the checkpoint on the left.
Checkpoint? Okay.
This is easy once you realize you can grab hold so that your head hits the bottom of that block. Yeah, like that.
It doesn't feel good, but it is probably the best way through, maybe even the only way through.
This section, you can just do it as fast as possible. The cycle works out. You don't have to go back and like awkwardly jump over the pie. But this works. Alright, this room is hard. There's a frame per... You can walk off this thing, and if you press right at the frame perfect time... Oh my god!
Where's that checkpoint? There it is! First try!
It's like, if you use a grapple, it's a little easier. It's not frame perfect anymore. But still, first try. That's insane.
Oh, I was like, you can't race that pie like that. I thought the plan was to go back to the right, but... I am really not good when two things are moving on two different cycles. I can't handle it.
Like the pies and the fire?
Yeah. Unless they're synced, but they're not.
Yeah, the pies are synced, but it doesn't really help much. And it's like this annoying zigzag pattern, the zipper pattern of the pies. I have a hard time with that in games.
Ah, the pie! Econ had time to see that pie was going to be along the ceiling.
Double pie it.
So did you imply that having a regular pie thrown at your face is a good thing?
That's what the game implies. He's like, pie. And then the clown says, it's humble pie. Oh no!
Oh, that's like a cutscene?
I think it's in Streemerz. Didn't even see the pie. The pie was lost in the Mega Man flicker.
Ringadon with another checkpoint has been moving pretty good ever since getting unstuck. It's going to take a massive effort and
Yeah, this...
something bad to happen to Econ for it to actually end up in a W, but
Econ correctly identifying how to do this room.
waiting for the pie jumping up
Oh, this-
resets the pie.
This is not the correct way to leave the room, though. Alright, get the checkpoint on the left. Nice, seize the checkpoint. This is the last hard part before the boss. Well, it's the last part before the boss, but it's a hard part. Oh, first try!
Whoa, is it?
Oh my god!
Is it though?
This guy! I'm scared for my time, miss. Here we go, it's Cheetah Man! It's
You gotta
Master
race
M
this
or
guy.
whatever his name was. Yeah, and he's not fast, but he's kind of like he's like medium fast. So you can't
he's
slack.
fast. Yeah.
Well, he like waits at weird points for no reason.
You have to go. You cannot dilly-dally.
And he's unaffected by the clown.
Tough to sight read that one.
Master Y, right. Don't touch Master Y's balls.
Oh, Econ spots, hey, you know what? Maybe I can right side at the start of this level. Ah, but
Yeah, you
wasn't
can.
actually following through on it.
It is a shortcut.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd find it. Ringadon on this falling section here. I think is falling straight down. Oh no, is throwing in some grapples, which is good. We get a clarification from Arcbliss that coming off a grapple, your falling speed's a little bit slower. There we go.
Yeah, we are racing this guy to the escape pod. Base is blowing up, there's only one escape pod, and whoever makes it there first gets to survive. And yeah, there's no checkpoints anywhere along this escape route. And at the very top of this escape route, there is a jump. Which sucks. It's the last jump in the game, basically. The last part where you can die unless you die by losing the race. And I couldn't do it. It took me like half my race time or something. It was horrible.
Ringadon is on this tricky section with the crumble blocks. He's trying to do something pretty aggressive.
Yeah, the way I do this is by grappling on the right first and then getting the right angle.
Oh, nice move by Econ there, canceling the grapple, but it's been a long time since we saw this screen.
Yeah.
I feel like Econ hesitates. Grapples the first diamond to the right and then waits. Intentionally waits a split moment. Which is not a thing anyone says. And then goes back to the left. And I feel like it only hurts.
Looking good.
But that one looked good.
We're gonna get the climb here. We're still good. Like, Master Y takes a while. Like in this room. This is where I can catch up a little bit. Yeah, he's like, ah.
Just waits.
Okay, here it comes. This is the jump. Oh my
Cleared
god!
first try.
Bullshit!
Econ.
That was amazing.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! He went over the escape capsule.
Oh no!
What's more?
I mean, it's a weird door, isn't it? Like, the left part
It's
is like this...
It's super weird.
It's this garbled NES mess.
Definitely looks like, man, I gotta get over this thing.
Yeah, this thing's in my way.
It's in the way.
Icarus system. Oh, but here we are. I mean, it's gonna get it this time. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yes!
Not that time, but pretty good.
I mean, no. So sad.
Ringadon falling, falling, falling. Dodging the pie, falling. Gets the money, misses the money. Lets it go. That's the correct decision. On to the next area. It's gonna be the orange room coming up for Ringadon.
I can't get over how this ended.
First try on the jump after building it up for like half the race.
It's such a hard jump!
And then over the escape pod.
Econ is doing it so smart too. He's like slowly edging his way up there, finding the perfect spot to like do the jump from, and then does it. It's so smart. Here we go again. Like you're gonna see, like, slows down, gets good height, and then zack. Yeah, beautiful. I have nothing to add to that.
This is it.
That was a crazy good time.
A great performance from Econ. 30:17, the official SRL time. Dot comment, funny ending.
I laugh.
I hope Ringadon sticks it out. This is definitely like the give up room if it was gonna happen.
Or maybe the final escape. One of those two. It's also really brutal. Yes, that last jump in the final escape. It's really hard. Trust me. Oh man, I can't.
I think we saw more successes than fails at that jump.
Yeah, one fail, two successes.
It's difficult to keep track of the fastest blind time because you never really know.
Yeah,
the
it's
results.
you don't have to try, honestly.
We're joined by Econ. Hello.
Hello.
Congrats. I don't know if you know, but you did really good.
Well, no, I didn't really know, but I'm good at these kinds of games, so I'm not particularly surprised.
It shows. Ringadon's in this this orange fire room.
Yeah, I remember that. It's probably the one that I struggled the most in.
Yeah, it's infamous. But this room, like, not really so much the balls at the bottom. Though certainly we've had some heartbreaking moments there. But it's the dropping down to catch the ceiling in the orange room is kind of more the thing that causes a problem. But your success rate at it was like 50-50 or something. It was kind of incredible.
No idea, but it felt much less in the race itself, at least. Yeah, definitely the biggest issue that I had with the game was, and I say issue as if it's like something bad, but like personal issue with doing it blind was getting accustomed to the grapple taking some time to go out.
Yes.
Like I kept expecting it to happen instantly, and after this room, the one that Ringadon is in, you have to force yourself to jump with the grapple hook, and I just used it for like a tiny little bit, and it didn't even come out. So that was fun.
Yeah.
I think that happened twice.
There's a lot of times where, like, you throw out the grapple at a pretty good time, but you're falling so fast and the grapple is coming out so slow that it's not actually getting closer to the ceiling as you fall.
Yeah, if I got more accustomed to playing the game, I think I would just account for it in the same way that the people that have gotten consistent at it and speedrun the game have. Really scary to be like, hold on, how much time was it? Like 10 minutes into the race? 6 minutes into the race, and somebody had finished.
Yeah, sorry about that. So this game attracted the attention of a lot of this blind racing community.
Dirty
to
farmers.
race this game, like actually learn it and practice it and do a real deal speed runs of it. And so a lot of them come out of the woodwork when this game is played and join the races.
Yeah, they mentioned it before the race started, and they said that it would still be scared, and I was still scared.
I mean, how can you not?
By
Well,
the
you
way,
played well.
That ending, why is the door different? Why is the door different?
It's not the first time that's happened.
So funny, especially because like it said B2, and I expected it to get to B0, and I was like, oh, the game still isn't on. But it was.
Looks like we have a forfeit from Ringadon. Not really a fan, but they are going to come chat. I recognize this song. Oh, Ragnarok Online. That's a blast from the past. We got Rainwave going. I'll pull Ringadon in here. Okay, we're joined by Ringadon. Hello.
Hello!
Welcome, welcome.
So I anywhere near the end of that game?
You're like a good 2/3.
Uh-huh.
You got to a very infamous room, and you got to appreciate why it is so.
Yeah, it was after I banged my head against that room long enough that I was like, okay, I've already lost. I'm not going to try and finish this.
Yeah, that's understandable. I struggled with that room as well. I was mentioning that before.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't like the control scheme. It reminds me of Bionic Commando, and I didn't much care for that game either, so.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just straight up weird. It's not like really anything else. So
if the hook went out
nothing
like
prepares you for it.
If the hook went out like 15% faster, it'd be too easy. But if it went out like 3% faster, it'd be just about perfect for me.
Yeah, the travel time was exactly what Econ mentioned, having to get used to and sort of learn to appreciate and work around.
I almost had that last room I was in, but then I didn't, and I was like done.
Yeah, you hit the hard grapple. Like once you're there, you just need to do the chain across the ceiling, right?
I was so surprised that I had hit it that I failed to proceed.
Yeah, Yeah, you just get so used to like, all right, I drop down here, and then
Mm-hmm.
it becomes like that becomes what you expect to happen, and then suddenly, what?
Well played, Econ. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you. GG's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you shouldn't feel too bad. Like, we were talking about the sort of lineage of people who have raced this blind for the first time, and this 3017 from Econ is like way, way, way up there. I don't think we have the data to be like it's the fastest, but like it's among the fastest for sure. So you were probably at like the average getting to the orange room.
Okay, well, I feel better about that now.
Yeah, I think it's worth saying. But I mean, also, if you're not having fun, you're not.
I was just getting frustrated. I have a tendency to do that, and that actually makes me worse at speed games when I lose. You know, when I run into a wall that I just can't seem to get past, I tilt a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean, I've done testing for Mystery Tournament, and I play the stuff that gets rejected from Mystery Tournament even. So sometimes I'm playing some stuff I'm not happy with, and that you could basically plot a positive correlation between how much fun I'm having and how well I'm doing. It really,
Yep.
It's not easy to press the buttons when you're just not feeling it. So
Yeah.
I get it.
Glad I
this
remember
was
to mute
a-
my mic this time, though.
True. And you're not out of it because this was a Wizards 2 match.
Indeed. It's the best I've done in any MT so far, so
Hey, nice.
I'll take it.
It's not over yet.
No, it is not.
We'll see what you can make happen. So, what would the two of you like to draw for your next match? What kind of game? Econ first.
Not a puzzle game. Actually, by the way, forgot to mention this. Had we played the game that we first rolled, it probably would have been more even.
Was it movement
it
plus
was
a sliding panel
Yeah.
game?
Did you get to play at least like?
No, it
one level
crashed.
up?
It
Yeah.
crashed the second I hit go, and I'm a little irritated because I love sliding panel games and I'm really good at them. So
It's not
Yeah.
exactly sliding even. It's just kind of drag over, but yeah.
okay, not like the 3x3 grid where you have to make the picture or whatever.
Not exactly, no.
Okay, because that's the kind of game I would love to pull something that involves that mechanic, because I got really good at that kind of game in middle school, and the skill never left me.
I'm just generally not great at puzzle games. I think the game that we
Fair.
rolled, I maybe would have done fine, but generally
Mhm.
just anything but a puzzle game, I'm fine with.
Yeah, well, there's like an alternate universe where we drew Streemerz first and it crashed, and then we played the other one. And
Yeah.
so don't get we happen to live in this. Bad luck.
I mean, I go into MT to have fun. I know that I'm not going to win, in the long run at least. If I do, I am pleasantly surprised. So
All right. Well, it sounds like not a puzzle game, and a puzzle game are what the two
Well-
of you want to draw next.
I would specifically like to see a puzzle game that primarily deals with spatial reasoning.
Okay, very specific. I think we've got some of those for sure. What about like first-person spatial reasoning?
Well,
It's kind of a
I
different
subbed
beast,
one of
right?
those. I subbed one of those for these tournament, which for the testers. I hope you enjoyed.
I don't know what you're talking about. I guess it's somewhere. I hope we'll see it someday.
Me too. I wasn't going to say anything more. Hope the testers enjoyed it though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see it. We'll see it again. And we'll see both of you again, because you're not
Absolutely.
eliminated. You're a
Yep.
lizard now. Congratulations. Please get used to the scales and the tail. And come back for your next match. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for
My
coming
next
out.
match is, but I guess it hasn't. The bracket hasn't been updated yet, has it?
No, not just yet.
Okay, makes sense.
I can look at it. Let's
Don't
see.
worry about it. I'll just wait until it's updated.
All right. Fair enough. Well, that's it. Yeah, thank you so much to both of you for coming out and racing and coming to talk to us.
Thank you for hosting.
Yep. Thank you.
And that is the end of our broadcast. Sort of. There's a 2-hour gap.
I have a
2 hours and
date
14
with
minutes.
Puck. You know Puck?
I do.
Yeah, and so we will not be doing Gets the Game for 2 hours.
No. Hopefully someone else is going to be able to come along and pick up that restream. For you at home, go eat dinner, go do that thing you're going to do. Come back in 2 hours, 14 minutes, and see if we're live, see if someone else has come to pick this up. You could follow the channel if you want to get alerts on Twitch and whatnot. You can join the Discord. You can get a role that will alert you whenever matches are happening, and that way you won't miss anything. Or I don't know, just it's on this screen. Just think about it. Mark it in your calendar. I'm personally excited for my friend Midbot to do a Wizards 2 match. A very talented, very experienced, very grumpy man has entered Mystery Tournament. I want to see how he does. Maybe the most biased I'll be as a commentator in these matches. If you want to see it, then come back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, but you should definitely come back in 14 minutes, 13 minutes. It's ticked down while we've been. You don't want to miss Cassia Fish versus Dumpster Mummy, which again is up there with top tier need. We'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.